Hey guys, this is Jen. I'm here with another journal that I just finished. Someone requested this journal to be a fabric and lace journal, and I'm not exactly sure it's what she wants, so I'm going to have to talk to her about that. But anyway, as I started working with the journal, it got too thick to not like have a cover, and I actually made this cover out of an old quilt, and I was gonna decorate it, but then I kind of fell in love with the worn soft, I don't know, quilt look. I am crazy, everybody knows that, so I'm not sure if I'm going to add anything to it or not. I kind of like it the way it is. Anyway, this on the spine, I got, well, it turns out like 3 signatures, and then I just put some charms on the edge, and like I said, I'm not sure if I'm finished with this yet or not. We'll see how it plays out. But anyway, on we go. The first page is a little girl. It says time for stories. There's a lot of fabric and lace and book pages and all the regular stuff. In here, because she said time for stories, I made this little tiny pouch, and I got this little tiny book, which you guys are going to laugh because this is the tiniest one yet. And inside, you know how everybody's afraid to write on the first page, so I went ahead and did that for you, and I put some old book page stuff in here, and you'll be pleased to see that even Bunny made it. Of course, it's only his head. The rest of the pages I left blank for all your journaling needs, or this could even be an art journal. I mean, the possibilities are basically endless. So here is a little book, a little extra book that is coming with this journal. So that's just fabulous. Anyway, the next page we have this little girl, and I always thought she was putting her hand over her mouth like for a secret or something, but Lori Fusco said she's blowing a kiss, so I thought, well, okay, maybe she is blowing a kiss. I hadn't really thought about that. Up here it says secrets, and again, just lots of the same kinds of things that I put on all my pages. Here's a couple of rusty bells down here on a bulb pin. And this page has a little girl, says Angel Fair, and I got these little angel wings or little wings, whatever, at, I don't know where I got them, but they were all bright and shiny silver, so of course I rusted them because that's just what I do, and they're hanging here on a pin. There's sonnets behind her. This page I just made into like a big pocket. I got this fabric. It's actually a pillowcase. I went to the thrift store and I just loved those soft roses. So I bought the pillowcase for like, I don't know, 25 cents, and coffee dyed it, and I've got all these really pretty soft looking roses. And then this is a crocheted piece, and did some seam binding right there. And this is a little tag. It says, "Blessed are they who see beauty in humble places where others see nothing." And that's a napkin decoupaged on the back. And this is a little butterfly. And then I have these 2 little bling pieces. So I put that on the butterfly wings. And this is an actual handmade envelope. And inside, I put this little thing on here so it's easier to take out. And there's just a bird. That's one of the things that I get from Cindy McDermott. And just for journaling or putting some secret note in there, something like that. So then we go on, and we've got this little girl, and it says, "The memory and the love will live on." There's also a sonnet behind her, and some stuff down here from a sonnet. I just love poems and book pages, old books, and all that stuff, and I just can't help but incorporate them in my work because I just feel like they need to be not forgotten. Here's a key on a pin. There's rose trim in between the signatures. This is a napkin. All these are napkin decoupage except the very first girl. This is a napkin decoupage on a cloth doily. I took this and found these pretty flowers and I stuck them on that metal frame thing. And down here it says Sweet Innocence. And you open it up and there's a rose card that says Paris. Here's Bunny. Hi, everybody. Bunny says hi. And so that's just like a flap that covers that page. And then you turn this page. I hope I'm staying in frame. I can't really pay attention to everything. So this is just a little pocket here on the side. Another handmade envelope in here. And there's a couple little roses on it. And this is just extra paper for journaling. It says, courage is being yourself every day in a world that expects you to be someone else. So that goes in there. This is a little, this is actually a Longfellow poem about a little girl with golden tresses, and I don't know, it just spoke to me again. Here's a little pocket. I got these little tickets, and I covered them with library or dictionary paper, and the backs are blank if you want to journal. And I put this little thing on here so that it would be easier to pull them out of the pocket. And there's a little, this girl is actually a stamp that I have. I love her face. And this is some embroidered flowers and trims and a lot of stitching, sewing, whatever, a lot of layers. Here's another little girl. She's got a key down here and a heart and some seam binding ribbon. There's a little pocket down there, and inside is this little tiny envelope that I made. I love those. That's a napkin decoupage. And you pull this out and it says, imagine something beautiful. So that's, and you can journal on the back of this because it is there for all your journaling needs. I tried to cover all the bases on this one. So that goes back in the pocket. This one says, the world belongs to those who come the last. They will find hope and strength as we have done. So, you know, every generation just continues on. There's a heart up here, a metal heart with some seam binding tied to it. And here is another napkin decoupage. There's like a sunburst thing, seam binding, handkerchiefs, you know, just all the same kinds of things. There's a little girl here. She's got part of a sonnet written down there, and the word sweetness is highlighted with this paper clip. And this is from my friend Jan. Love that trim. It's so beautiful. And this is the next page. Actually, this is the little extra book for journaling that I put, and it goes in this slot, but when I picked the book up, it slipped out. So, you know, it goes in here to store it, and then you take this out. So I have a handkerchief and some trim, and I made that pocket, and then a pretty button. And the book is, you know, again, covered with a handkerchief and some rose material. And then you open it up, and there's a little pocket down here, and this has a tag of coffee or tea. It says one of many. And there's a little, oops, heart. Drop that one. I'll pick that up later. And inside, I just have various different kinds of paper that, you know, you can journal on or whatever. This is a little, one of those things where it holds the paper in place until you open it. And here's a little just extra paper, all coffee dyed and all that good stuff. And these are just blank pages. I coffee dyed them and did some random stamping. Here's one with a little flower. Here's something with a stamp about violets. This says, "You are enough," whispered the heart. This is just some little ephemera that I glued down at the bottom for some interest in the book in case you don't write in it. This is a stamp bottle, and then in the inside I put some pretty roses, ephemera. And here's a little tuck spot with a butterfly on it, and I don't think there's any major stuff in here. There's a little heart, but anyway, it's just basically blank paper, so you can write all those important secret things that you don't want to forget, but you don't really want anyone else to know about. Here's some ephemera on this page. Here is some blank page. There's Bunny again, because I didn't know if this journal was going to be used separately from the other journal. I didn't want Bunny to lose out. And here is another little tiny envelope with just some ephemera, little tiny ephemera cards in there. So that is held on here by this paper clip that has some fabric tied to it, and a little pin up here with some rusty bells. And the next page, I painted over that so that they could use it for journaling. This is a napkin decoupage, some birds, some fabric, some baking paper. This is a little flip up. It's got a little tiny crocheted flower. And here's some more papers, and there's Bunny's little butt. That's from my friend Jan. It says "along the way" down at the bottom. And this is just a paper it's just extra paper for journaling. So all that stuff just fits right here in this pocket so that you can actually have something to write on. And this last page is just this flips up. It's got a picture of a little cherub with some roses. And here is a little envelope that actually just has some extra paper in it. And this one says, "Within your heart, keep one still secret spot where dreams may go. You should never give up on your dreams, even if they seem unattainable." Okay, and that's the end of the book. And here's the back. Again, it's an old, just very old quilt. I don't know if I'm going to leave it this way for sure or not, but I kind of like it. I don't know. I'm weird though, you know. So you guys all have a great day, and thank you so much for watching. Talk to you later. Bye.